it was now, so all of us really went to school, high school at J.B. Young. And of course we walked to school all the time. There were no bus services in those days, and you just walked. Mr. Albert Copeland was the principal of the school, and I grew up under he and Mrs. Tate, who was the principal at the elementary school. And then we got Mr. James Walker, who was a naval officer. That's just what you knew to need as the principal of the school, because it was pretty military done. He would wear his uniform periodically to school, I think, to remind you that, you know, he was a naval officer. A lot of funny things happened with him, and I'm going to tell you one of them especially. Bemis had a tremendous basketball team, and they always did. And the biggest rival for Bemis was Jackson. And anytime Jackson played Bemis and they played here, you couldn't get in the gymnasium. It was overpacked completely. And so some of the boys decided that they could crawl up on top of the school and they could see in the windows and they could watch the ball game, not realizing that Mr. Walker saw them up there. And so they realized that he was coming out after them, so they took off across the roof to get ready to jump down off the building. And when they jumped down off the building, he was just standing there, and he said, "Hello, boys, how you doing?" And so, of course, he had caught all of them. Mr. Walker's still living. He is probably in his 90s now, but he's still alive. This is a new building, but it's built right on the grounds of the J.B. Young High School, actually. It's only been here about 2 or 3 years. In it, there's some marvelous murals of the history of Bemis. And so these children are growing up knowing about the town, and then they do go to the museum periodically on field trips to see the museum itself.